long and bleeding strife betwixt the houses of York and Lancaster lay spent, bare England drew a trembling breath of peace. Yet in the shadow of this hard-run calm, there stared a darker spirit. Richard, the king's younger brother, beheld his brother's crown with an envious eye, and could not bear the praise and favor that circled around him. Crooked in body and cankered in soul, he brooded upon his lot and fed his heart with bitter thoughts.
Plots I have laid, inductions dangerous, by drunken prophecies, libels, and dreams, to set my brother Clarence and the king in deadly hate, the one against the other. And if King Edward be as true and just as I am subtle, false, and treacherous, this day should Clarence closely be mewed up about a prophecy which says that G of Edward's heirs the murderer shall be. Dive thoughts down to my soul. Here Clarence comes. Brother, good day. What means this armed guard that waits upon your grace?
His Majesty, tendering my person's safety, hath appointed this conduct to convey me to the Tower.
Upon what cause?
Because my name is George.
Alack, my lord, that fault is none of yours. He should for that commit your godfathers. But what's the matter, Clarence? May I know?
Yea, Richard, when I know, for as I protest, as yet I do not, but as I can learn, he hearkens after prophecies and dreams, and says a wizard told him that by G his issues disinherited should be, and that my name of George begins with G, it falls in his thought that I am he.
I beseech your graces both to pardon me, forbear your conference with the noble duke.
We know thy charge, Brackenbury, and will obey.
Brother, farewell. I will unto the king, and your imprisonment shall not be long. Meantime, have patience.
I must perforce. Farewell.
Go, tread the path that thou shalt ne'er return. Simple, plain Clarence, I do love thee so, that I will shortly send thy soul to heaven, if heaven will take the present at our hands.
Lo, Richard standeth, but a single stride from the throne he so hungrily covets, yet ere he may grasp the crown, he must be wed to one whose lineage and alliances may strengthen his bold plan. And who more fitting than the fair Lady Anne? Young is she, wondrous fair, whilst he, crooked in body and cankered in soul, dares none the less to bend his knee and sue for her affection. Yet bitter cause hath she to loathe him, for 'twas by Richard's bloody hand her noble lord was sent untimely to his grave. Shall his cunning art and brazen courtship thaw the frost of her disdain, or shall her righteous fury stand firm against his dark ambition?
Poor key cold figure of a holy king, pale ashes of the house of Lancaster, thou bloodless remnant of that royal blood, be it lawful that I invocate thy ghost to hear the lamentations of poor Anne, wife to thy Edward, to thy slaughtered son, stabbed by the selfsame hand that made these wounds. Cursed be the hand that made these holes. Cursed be the heart that had the heart to do it. If ever he have wife, let her be made more miserable by the death of him, as I am your Lord and thee. What black magician conjures up this fiend to stop devoted charitable deeds?
Sweet saint, for charity be not so cursed.
Foul devil, for God's sake, hence, and trouble us not. For thou hast made the happy earth thy hell, filled it with cursing cries and deep exclaims. If thou delight to view thy heinous deeds, behold this pattern of thy butcheries. O see dead Henry's wounds. O God, which this blood madest, revenge his death. O earth, which this blood drinkst, revenge his death.
Lady, you know no rules of charity, which renders good for bad, blessings for curses.
Villain, thou knowest no law of God nor man. No beast so fierce but knows some touch of pity.
But I know none, and therefore am no beast.
Oh, wonderful when devils tell the truth.
More wonderful when angels are so angry. I did not kill your husband.
Why, then he is alive.
Nay, he is dead, and slain by Edward's hand.
And thy foul throat thou liest. Queen Margaret saw thy murderous blade smoking in its blood. Didst thou not kill this king?
I grant ye.
Dost grant me, hedgehog? Then God grant me too. Thou mayst be damned for that wicked deed. Oh, he was gentle, mild, and virtuous.
The better for the King of heaven that hath him.
He's in heaven, where thou shalt never come.
Let him thank me that helped to send him thither, for he was fitter for that place than earth.
And thou unfit for any place but hell.
Yes, one place else, if you will hear me name it.
Some dungeon?
Your bedchamber.
Ill rest befall the chamber where thou liest.
So will it, madam, till I wed with you.
I
I know so, but gentle Lady Anne, your beauty was the cause of that effect, your beauty which did haunt me in my sleep.
If I thought that, I tell thee, homicide, these nails should rend that beauty from my cheeks.
These eyes could never endure that beauty's wreck. He that bereft thee, lady, of thy husband, did it to help thee to a better husband.
His better doth not breathe upon the earth.
He lives that loves thee better than he could.
Where is he?
Here. Why dost thou spit at me?
Would it were mortal poison for thy sake.
Never came poison from so sweet a place.
Never hung poison on a fowler toad. Out of my sight thou dost infect my eyes.
Teach not thy lips such scorn, for they were made for kissing, lady, not for such contempt. If thy revengeful heart cannot forgive, lo here, I lend thee this sharp-pointed sword, which if thou please to hide in this true bosom, and let the soul forth that adoreth thee, I lay it naked to the deadly stroke, and humbly beg the death upon my knee. Nay, do not pause, for I did kill King Henry, but 'twas thy beauty that provoked me. Take up the sword again, or take up me.
Arise, though I wish thy death, I will not be the executioner.
Then bid me kill myself, and I will do it.
I have already.
Tush, that was in thy rage.
I would I knew thy heart.
'Tis figured in my tongue.
I fear me both are false.
Then never man was true.
Well, well, put up your sword.
Vouchsafe to wear this ring.
To take is not to give.
Look how this ring encompasseth thy finger. Even so, thy breast encloseth my poor heart. Wear both of them, for both of them are thine.
With all my heart, it much joys me to see our become so penitent.
Bid me farewell.
'Tis more than you deserve, but since you teach me how to flatter you, imagine I have said farewell already.
Was ever woman in this humor wooed? Was ever woman in this humor won? I'll have her, but I'll not keep her long.
Now lies his elder brother, the king, pale and feeble, hovering betwixt life and death, and Richard sees his hour draw near. Yet one more shadow stands between him and the crown, his brother George, Duke of Clarence.
Would be called king,
Thinks he.
then Clarence must fall.
So with cold and hasty purpose, he sets his scheme in motion. A warrant is drawn, swift and silent as a dagger in the dark, commanding that Clarence be shut within the tower. And there, within those stony walls, Richard is resolved that his brother must die, that no rival blood may bar his path to the crown.
But soft, here come my executioners. How now, my hardy, stout resolved mates? Are you now going to dispatch this deed?
We are, my lord, and come to have the warrant that we may be admitted to where he is.
Well thought upon. I have it here about me. But, sirs, be sudden in the execution, for Clarence is well spoken, and perhaps may move your hearts to pity if you mark him.
Tut, tut, my lord. We stand not to prate. Talkers are no good doers, be assured. We come to use our hands and not our tongues.
Your eyes drop millstones, when fools' eyes drop tears. I like you lads. About your business straight. Go, go.
We will, my noble lord.
What? Shall I stab him as he sleeps?
No, he'll say 'twas uncowardly when he awakes.
Why, he shall never awake to the great judgment day.
Why then, he'll say we stabbed him sleeping.
The urging of that word, judgment, hath bred some kind of remorse in me.
What? Art thou afraid?
Not to kill him, having a warrant, but to be damned for killing him, from the which no warrant can defend me.
I thought thou hadst been resolute.
So I am, so let him live.
I'll back to Richard and tell him so.
Nay, I prithee, stay a little.
Remember our reward when the deed is done?
Soons he dies. I forgot the reward.
Where's thy conscience now?
Oh, in Richard's purse.
So when he opens his purse to give us our reward, thy conscience flies out?
'Tis no matter, let it go. There are fewer none who'll entertain it.
Come, shall we fall to work?
Where art thou, keeper? Give me a cup of wine.
You shall have wine enough, my lord Anon.
In God's name, what art thou?
A man, as you are,
But not as I am royal.
nor you, as we are loyal.
Thy voice is thunder, but thy looks humble.
My voice is now of the king's. Mine looks, mine own.
How darkly and deadly dost thou speak? How your eyes do menace me. Why look you pale? Who sent you hither? What for do you come?
To
To murder me?
aye.
You scarcely have the hearts to tell me so, and therefore cannot have the hearts to do it. Wherein, my friends, have I offended you?
Offended us you have not, but the king.
I shall be reconciled to him again.
Never, my lord, therefore prepare to die.
Are you called forth from out a world of men to slay the innocent? What is my offense? Before I be convicted by course of law, to threaten me with death is most unlawful. I charge you, as you hope to have redemption by Christ's dear blood shed for our grievous sins, that you depart, and lay no hand on me, for the deed you undertake is damnable.
What we will do, we do upon command.
He that hath commanded is the king.
Erroneous vassal, the great King of Kings hath in the tables of his law commanded that thou shalt do no murder. What thou then shalt spurn his edict to fulfill a man's?
Who made thee? Line. How canst thou urge God's dreadful law to us when thou hast broken it in such dear degree?
Alas, for whose sake do I do those ill deeds? For Edward, my brother, for his sake. Why, sirs, he sent you not to murder me for this, for in this sin He is as deep as I. If God will be revenged for this deed, oh, know you yet, he doth do it publicly. Take not the cord from his powerful arm, for he needs no indirect nor lawless courts to cut off those that have offended him.
Who made thee then a bloody minister, when gallant, springing, brave Plantagenet, the priestly novice, was struck dead by thee?
My brother's love, the devil, and my rage.
Thy brother's love, our duty, and thy fault, provoke us hither now to slaughter thee.
Oh, if you love my brother, hate not me. I am his brother, and I love him well. If you be hired for mead, go back again, and I shall send you to my brother, Richard, who shall reward you better for my life than Edward will for tidings of my death.
You are deceived. Your brother Richard hates you.
Oh no, he loves me, and he holds me dear. Go you to him from me.
Aye, so we will.
Tell him that when our princely father York blessed his 3 sons with his victorious arm, he charged us from his soul to love each other. He little thought of this divided friendship. Bade Richard think on this, and he will weep.
Aye, millstones, as he lessoned us to weep.
Oh, do not slander him, for he is kind.
Right as snow in harvest, thou deceivest thyself. 'Tis he who sent us hither now to slaughter thee.
Oh no, he loves me and he holds me dear. Oh, it cannot be, for when I left him, he hugged me in his arms and swore with sobs that he would labor for my delivery.
Why, so he doth. Now he delivers thee from this world's thraldom to the joys of heaven.
Make peace with God, for you must die, my lord.
Have you that holy feeling in thine soul to counsel me to make my peace with God, and yet thine own soul's so blind that thou wilt war with God by murdering me? Ah, sirs, consider. He that sent on to do this deed will hate you for the deed.
What shall we do?
Relent and save your souls.
Relent, 'tis cowardly and womanish.
Not to relent is beastly, savage, devilish. Which of you, if you were a prince's son, being pent from liberty, as I am now, and 2 such murders as yourselves came to you, would you not entreat for your life? My friend, I spy some pity in thine looks. Oh, if thine eye be not a flatterer, come on my side and entreat for me.
Look behind you, my lord.
Take that, and if this won't do, I'll journey in the Malmsey but within.
Attend, good friends, and turn your eyes to England's troubled court. The king lies weak, his breath grown thin, and sorrow steals through the palace doors. The noble Clarence is now dead, drowned not by fate, but by dark design. Though tongues speak fair and hands sing clean, there walks among them secret guilt. For young princes weep, a mother mourns, and sorrow and fear sits heavy on each heart. For where a crown hangs loose and waiting, there gather storms and shadows.
Tell me, good grandmother, is my father dead?
No, boy. Then why do you weep so often and beat your breast and cry, "Oh, Clarence, my unlucky son"?
Why do you look at us and shake your head and call us orphans, wretches, castaways, if our noble father is still alive?
Quiet, children, quiet.
Oh, who shall hinder me to wail and to weep, to chide my misfortunes and torment myself? I'll join with black despair against my soul, and to myself become an enemy.
What means this scene of rude impatience?
To make an act of tragic violence, Edward, my husband, your son, our king, is dead.
Ah, so much interest have I in thy sorrow, as I had titled and thy noble husband. I had bewept a worthy husband's death, and lived by looking on his images. But now 2 mirrors of his princely semblance are cracked in pieces by malignant death, and I, for comfort, have but one false glass, which grieves me when I see my shaven hip. Thou art a widow, yet thou art a mother, and hast the comfort of thy children left thee. But death hath snatched my husband from mine arms, and plucked 2 crutches from my feeble limbs, Edward and Clarence. Oh, what cause have I, thine being but a moiety of my grief, to overgo thy plaints and drown thy cries?
Give me no help in lamentation. I am not barren to bring forth complaints. All springs reduce their currents to mine eyes, that I, being governed by the watery moon, may send plenteous tears to drown the world. Ah, for my husband, for my dear Lord Edward.
Ah, for our father, for our dear Lord Clarence. Alas, for both mine, Edward and Clarence.
Was never widow, had such dear a loss.
Were never orphan, had such dear a loss. Was never mother, had such dear a loss. Alas, I am the mother of these griefs. She for an Edward weeps, and so do I. I for a Clarence weep, so doth not she. These babes for a Clarence weep, and so do I. I for an Edward weep, so do not they. Alas, you 3 on me threefold distress. Pour all your tears. I am your sorrow's nurse, and I will pamper it with lamentations.
Madame, bethink you, like a careful mother, of the young prince your son. Send straight for him. Let him be crowned. In him your comfort lives. Drown desperate sorrow in dead Edward's grave, and plant your joys in living Edward's throne.
I will, my lord.
See now the queen, and her children full of fear, as Richard's tricks spread danger far and near. They must leave the palace, find a safe place, for no one knows what mischief waits in this space. Brave hearts are tested, tears may fall, for power and greed can threaten all. Watch closely, friends, and heed to this tale, for even the strongest can feel weak and frail.
I long with all my heart to see the prince. I hope he is much grown since last I saw him.
But I hear, no, they say my son of York hath almost overtaken him in his growth.
Aye, mother, but I would not have it so.
Why, my young cousin, it is good to grow.
Grandam, one night as we did sit at supper, my Uncle Rivers talked about how I did grow more than my brother. Aye, quoth my Uncle Richard, small herbs have grace, great weeds grow apace. And sis methinks I will not grow so fast, because sweet flowers are slow and weeds make haste.
Good faith, good faith. The saying did not hold in him that did object the same to thee. He was the wretchedest thing when he was young, so long a-growing and so leisurely, that if this rule were true, he should be gracious.
And so no doubt he is my gracious madam.
I hope he is, but yet let mothers doubt.
Here comes the messenger. What news?
Such news, my lady, as grieves me to report.
How doth the prince?
Well, madam, and in health. What is thy news, then? Lord Rivers and Lord Grey are sent to prison. Who hath committed them? Richard and Buckingham.
For what offense?
The sum of all I can, I have disclosed. Why, or for what, the nobles were committed is all unknown to me, my gracious lady.
Ah, me, I see the downfall of our house. The tiger hath seized the gentle hind.
Insulting tyranny begins to jut on the innocent and all is thrown. Welcome destruction, blood, and massacre. I see as in a map the end of it all. Come, come, my boy, we will to sanctuary. Madame, farewell.
Now hails trumpets, and young Edward comes, England's heir, with hopeful heart and tongue. His uncle Richard greets him with smooth words, though shadows dark lie hidden in his smile.
Welcome, sweet prince, to London, to your chamber.
Welcome, dear nephew. My thoughts sovereign, the weary way hath made you melancholy.
No, uncle, but our crosses on the way have made it tedious, wearisome, and heavy. I want more uncles here to welcome me.
Those uncles that you want were dangerous. God keep you from them and from such false friends.
God keep me from false friends, but they were none. I thought my mother and my brother York would long ere this have met us on the way.
And in good time, here comes the sweating lord.
Welcome, my lord. What, will our mother come?
On what occasion, God he knows, not I. The queen your mother and your brother York have taken sanctuary. The tender prince would fain have come with me to meet your grace, but by his mother was perforce withheld.
Fie, what an indirect and peevish course is this of hers. Lord Hastings, will you persuade the queen to send the Duke of York unto his princely brother presently, and if she deny, from her jealous arms pluck him perforce?
Good Lord, make all the speedy haste you may. Say, Uncle Richard, if our brother come, where shall we sojourn till our coronation?
If I may counsel you, some day or two your highness shall repose you at the tower.
I do not like the tower of any place. Did Julius Caesar build that place, my lord?
He did, my gracious lord, begin that place, which, since succeeding ages have re-edified.
Is it upon record, or else successfully recorded from age to age he built it?
Upon record, my gracious lord.
But say, it were not registered. Methinks the truth should live from age to age, as to retail to all posterity, even the general, all-ending day.
So wise, so young, they say, do never live long.
That Julius Caesar was a famous man, with what his valor did enrich his wit, and his wit set down to make his valor live. Death makes no conquest of this conqueror, for he lives in fame, though not in life. I'll tell you what, my cousin Buckingham.
What, my gracious lord?
If I live until I be a man, I'll win our ancient rights in France again, or die a soldier, as I lived a king.
Now, in good time, here comes the young Duke of York.
Richard of York, how fares our loving brother?
Well, my dread lord, so must I call you now.
Aye, brother, 'tis our grief as it is yours. Too late he died that might he have kept that noble title, which with his death hath lost much majesty.
How fares my nephew, noble lord of York?
I thank you, gentle uncle. Oh, my lord, you said that idle weeds are fast in growth. The prince my brother hath outgrown me far.
He hath, my lord.
And therefore is he idle?
Oh, my fair cousin, I must not say so.
Then is he more beholden to you than I.
He may command me as my sovereign, but you have pardoned me as in a kinsman.
I pray you, uncle, give me this dagger.
My dagger, little nephew, with all my heart.
A beggar, brother? Of my kind uncle, who I know will give, in being but a toy, which is no grief to give.
A greater gift than that I'll give my nephew.
A greater gift? Oh, that's the sword to it.
What? Would you have my weapon, little lord?
I would, that I might thank you as you call me.
How?
little.
My Lord of York will still be cross with and talk. Uncle, your grace knows how to bear with him.
You mean to bear me, not to bear with me. Uncle, my brother mocks both you and me, because that I am little like an ape. He says that you should bear me on your shoulders.
With what a sharp provided wit he reasons. So cunning and so young is wonderful.
My lord, will't please you pass along myself and my good cousin Buckingham shall to your mother entreat of her to meet you at the tower and welcome you.
What? Will you go into the tower, my lord?
My protector, Richard, needs will have it so.
I shall not sleep in quiet at the tower.
Why, what should you fear?
My Uncle Clarence's angry ghost. My grandam told me he was murdered there.
I fear no uncle's dead.
Nor none that live, I hope.
And if they live, I hope I need not fear them. Come, my lord, with a heavy heart, thinking on them, go I unto the tower.
The crown sits heavy in England. King Edward is dead, and young princes wait in the tower. But one man moves in shadows, smiling with friends, whispering with enemies. Richard plays the loyal brother, yet his mind is busy with darker plans. As fear and suspicion spread through the court, allies will soon become victims. The game for the throne is turning deadly.
Many good morrows to my noble lord.
Good morrow, Catesby. You are early stirring. What news? What news in this our tottering state?
It is really a world indeed, my gracious lord, and I believe will never stand upright till Richard wear the garland of the realm.
How? Wear the garland. Dost thou mean the crown?
Aye, my lord.
I'll have this crown of mine cut from my shoulders before I'll see the crown so foul misplaced. But canst thou guess the he doth aim at it?
Aye, upon my life, and hope to find you for it, upon his party for the gain thereof.
God knows I will not do it to the death.
God keep your lordship in that gracious mind.
I shall laugh at this a 12-month hence, the day which brought me my master's hate, I live to look upon their tragedy. Well, Catesby, ere a fortnight make me older, I'll send some packing thee, yet think not on't.
'Tis a vile thing to die, my gracious lord, when men aren't prepared and look not for it.
Oh, monstrous, monstrous. And so falls it out with Rivers, Vaughan, Grey, and so 'twill do with some men else that think themselves as safe as thou and I, who, as thou knowest, are dear to princely Richard and to Buckingham.
For they both make high account of you, for they account his head upon the bridge.
I know they do, and I have well deserved it.
But come, my lord, let's away.
My lords, at once, the cause why we are met is to determine at the coronation, in God's name speak. When is the royal day?
Are all things ready for that royal time?
It is in wants but nomination.
Tomorrow, then. I judge a happy day.
Who knows Richard's mind herein?
Your grace, we think, should soonest know his mind.
Who, I, my lord? We know each other's faces, but for our hearts, he knows no more of mine than I of yours. Lord Hastings, you and he are near in love.
I think his grace. I know he loves me well. But for his purpose in the coronation, I have not sounded him, nor he delivered his gracious pleasure anywhere therein. But you, my honorable lords, may name the time, and in the Duke's behalf I'll give my voice, which I presume he'll take a gentle part.
In happy time, here comes Richard himself.
My noble lords and cousins all, good morrow.
Had not you come upon your cue, my lord, William Lord Hastings had pronounced your part, your voice, for crowning of the king.
That my lord Hastings no man might be bolder. His lordship knows me well and loves me well.
I thank your grace.
Hey, cousin of Buckingham, a word with you. Catesby hath sounded Hastings into our business, and finds the testy gentleman so hot, as he shall lose his head ere give consent his master's son, as worshipful as he terms it, shall lose the royalty of England's throne.
Withdraw yourself a while. I'll go with you.
We have not yet set down this day of triumph. Tomorrow, in my opinion, is too sudden.
His grace looks cheerfully and smoothly. There's some conceit or other like so well. I think there's never a man in Christendom that can less hide his love or hate than he. For by his face straight shall you know his heart.
What of his heart perceive ye of his face by any likelihood would show today?
There was no man here he is offended, for were he had shown it in his looks.
I pray God be not, I say.
I pray you all, tell me what they deserve that do conspire my death with devilish plots of cursed witchcraft, and that have prevailed upon my body with their hellish charms.
I say, my lord, they deserve death.
Then be your eyes the witness of this ill. See how I am bewitched, and behold, mine arms like a blasted sapling withered up. And this is Edward's wife, that monstrous witch, who by her witchcraft thus has marked me.
If she has done this deed, my gracious lord.
If thou protector of this cursed trumpet tells me thou ifs, thou wert a traitor, off with his head.
Come, dispatch.
O bloody Richard, miserable England, I prophesy the fearfulest time to thee that ever wretched age hath looked upon. Come, lead me to the block, bear him my head. They smile at me that shortly shall be dead.
Look to the tower where the princes wait. Their father gone, their protectors slain. Their crown goes distant, day by day. Now comes Richard, humble in show, with lowered eyes and gentle words. He speaks of prayer and England good, yet hides ambition in his heart. The Lord Mayor listens, unaware. Will he see truth beneath fair speech, or shall smooth words win England's throne?
Go, up to the leads. The Lord Mayor knocks. Welcome, my lord. I dance attendance here. I think the Duke will not be spoke withal. Here comes the servant. How now, Catesby? What says he?
My lord, he doth deny to come. Line? That's Alice's line. My lord, he doth entreat your grace to visit him tomorrow next day. He is within, with 2 reverend fathers, divinely bent to meditation, and by no worldly suit would he be moved to draw him from his holy exercise.
Return, good Catesby, to thy lord again. Tell him, myself, the mayor, and citizens are come to have some conference with his grace.
I'll tell him what you say, my lord.
Aha, my lord, this prince is not an Edward. He is not lolling on a lewd love bed, but on his knees at meditation, praying to enrich his watchful soul. Happy were England would this virtuous prince take on himself the sovereignty thereof. But sure, I fear we shall ne'er win him to it.
God forbid your grace should say us nay.
I fear he will. How now, Catesby, what says your lord?
He wonders to what end you have assembled such troops of citizens to come to him. Your grace not being warned thereof before, he fears, my lord, you mean no good to him.
By heaven, we come to him in perfect love, and so once more return and tell his grace. When holy and devout religious men are at their beads, 'tis hard to draw them thence. So sweet is zealous contemplation. And see, a book of prayer in his hand, true ornaments to know a holy man. Famous Plantagenet, most gracious prince, lend favorable ears to our request, and pardon us the interruption of thy devotion and right Christian zeal.
My lord, there needs no such apology.
But, leaving this, what is thy grace's pleasure? I do suspect I have done some kind of harm that seems disgraceful in the city's eyes, and that you have come to reprehend my ignorance.
You have, my lord, when it might please your grace, at our entreaties, to amend your fault.
Else wherefore be I in a Christian land?
Then no, it is your fault that you resign the supreme seat, the throne majestical, your state of fortune and your due of birth, to the corruption of a blemished stock, which to occur we heartily solicit your gracious self to take on you the charge and kingly government of this your land.
My lord, your citizens entreat you.
Refuse not, my lord, this proffered love.
Oh, make them joyful, grant their lawful suit.
Alas, why would you heap these cares on me? I am unfit for state and for majesty. I cannot, nor I will not yield to you.
If you refuse it, as in love and zeal, then we will plant some other in the throne, to the disgrace and downfall of your house. Come, citizens, zounds, I'll entreat no more.
Oh, do not swear, my lord of Buckingham.
Oh, call him again, accept his suit. If you deny him, old Lamb will rue it.
Will you enforce me to worlds of care? Well, call him again. I am not made of stones. Cousin of Buckingham, and you, sage, grave men, since you will bulk of fortune on my back, to bear her burden whether I will or not, I must have patience to endure the load. God doth know, and you may partly see, how far I am from the desire of this.
God bless your grace.
Then I salute you with this royal title. Long live Richard, England's royal king.
Amen.
Tomorrow will it please you to be crowned?
Even when you please, since you'll have it so.
Tomorrow, then, we will attend your grace, and so, most joyfully, we take our leave.
Let us to our holy task again. Farewell, good cousin. Farewell, gentle friends. Stand all apart. Cousin of Buckingham,
My gracious sovereign,
give me thy hand. Thus high, by thy advice and thy assistance, is King Richard seated. But shall we wear these honors a day, or shall they last, and we rejoice in them?
still live they, and forever let them last.
Oh, Buckingham, now do I play the touch, to try if thou be current golds indeed. Young Edward lives. Think now what I would say.
Say on, my loving lord.
Why, Buckingham, I say I would be king.
Why, so you are, my thrice renowned lord.
Ha! Am I king? 'Tis so. But Edward lives.
True, noble prince.
Cousin, don't be so dull. Shall I be plain? I wish the bastard's dead, and I would have it suddenly performed. What sayest thou? Speak suddenly, be brief.
Your grace may do your pleasure.
Have I thy consent that they shall die?
Give me some breath, some little pause, dear lord, before I speak positively in this. I will resolve your grace immediately.
The king is angry. See, he bites his lip.
Buckingham no more shall be the neighbor to my counsels. Hath he held out with me so long untired, and now he stops for breath? Well, be it so. Catesby,
My lord,
go call Tyrell hither, and rumor it abroad that Anne, my wife, is very sick and like to die. Buckingham no more shall be the neighbor. Oh, I must be married to my brother's daughter, or else my kingdom stands on brittle glass. Murder her brothers, then marry her. Uncertain way of gain. But I'm so far into blood that sin will pluck on sin. Tear fallen pity dwells not in this eye.
James Tyrell, and your most obedient subject.
Art thou indeed?
Prove me, my gracious sovereign.
Darest thou resolve to kill a friend of mine?
Aye, my lord. But I had rather kill 2 enemies.
Why, there thou hast it. 2 deep enemies, foes to my rest and my sweet sleep's disturbers, are they that I would have thee deal upon. Tyrell, I mean those bastards in the tower.
Let me have open means to come to them, and soon I will rid you from the fear of them.
Hark, thou singest sweet music. Hark, come hither, Tyrell. And there's no more but so. Say it is done, and I will love thee and prefer thee too.
I will dispatch you straight.
Shall we hear from thee, Tyrell, ere we sleep?
You shall, my lord. The tyrannous and bloody deed is done, the most arch of piteous massacre that ever yet this land was guilty of. All hail, my sovereign lord.
Kind Tyrell, am I happy in thy news?
If to have done the thing you gave in charge, beget you happiness, be happy then, for it is done, my lord.
But didst thou see them dead?
I did, my lord.
And buried, gentle Tyrell?
The chaplain of the tower hath buried them. But where, to say the truth, I do not know.
Line. Come to me, Tyrell, soon after supper, and thou shalt tell the process of their death. Farewell, till soon.
I humbly take my leave.
My poor princes, ah, my tender babes, my unbloomed flowers, new appearing sweets, hover about me with your airy wings, and hear your mother's lamentations.
So many miseries have crazed my voice, that my woe-wearied tongue is stilled and mute.
Who hath any cause to mourn but we?
Go with me. And in the breath of bitter words that smother my cursed son, that thy 2 sweet sons smothered.
Who intercepts my expedition?
O she that might have intercepted thee by strangling thee in her accursed womb from all the slaughterers. Wretch, thou hast done.
Hidest thou that forehead with a golden crown, where should be branded, if that right were right, the slaughter of the prince that owed the crown, and the dire death of my poor sons and brothers? Tell me, thou villain slave, where are my children?
Thou toad, where is thy brother Clarence?
Where's kind Hastings?
Art thou my son?
I thank God, my father, and yourself.
Then patiently hear my impatience. Oh, let me speak.
Do then, but I'll not hear.
Thou camest on earth to make the earth my hell. A grievous burden was thy birth to me. Touchy and wayward was thy infancy. Thy school days frightful, desperate, wild, and furious. Thy prime of manhood, daring, bold, and venturous. Thy age confirmed, proud, subtle, sly, and bloody.
You speak too bitterly.
Hear me a word, for I shall never speak to thee again. Take with thee my most grievous curse. My prayers on thee adverse party fight, and there the little souls of Edward's children whisper the spirits of thine enemies, and promise them success and victory. Bloody thou art.
Bloody will be thy end.
Shame serves thy life, and doth thy death attend.
Though farmer cause, yet much less spirit to curse abides me. I say amen to her. Most mighty sovereign, on the western coast rides a powerful navy. 'Tis thought that Richmond is their admiral. Every hour more competitors flock to the rebels and their power grows stronger.
Away towards Salisbury.
At Bosworth Field, the rival armies camp, and in the night, as both leaders sleep, the ghosts of those whom Richard sent to death steal through their dreams with curses and with hope.
Let me set heavy on thy soul. Thou wast set death to the fold. By thy guile, betrayed to death. Tomorrow in the battle, think on me, and for thy edgeless sword, despair and die. Thou offspring of the house of Lancaster, the wronged heirs of York do pray for thee. Good angels guard thy battle. Live and flourish.
Bloody and guiltily awake, and in a bloody battle end thy days. Think on Lord Hastings.
Despair
and die. Quiet, untroubled soul. Awake, awake. On, fight, and conquer, for fair England's sake.
Dream on thy cousins, smothered in the tower. Let us be led within thy bosom, Richard, and weigh thee down to ruin, shame, and death. Your nephew's souls bid thee despair and die. Sleep, Richmond, sleep in peace and wake in joy. Good angels guard thee from the boar's annoy. Live and beget a happy race of kings. Edward's unhappy sons do bid thee flourish.
Richard, thy wife, that wretched Anne, that never slept a quiet hour with thee, now fills thy sleep with perturbations. Tomorrow in the battle, think on me, and fall thy edgeless sword. Despair and die. Thou quiet soul, sleep thou a quiet sleep. Dream of success and happy victory. Thy adversary doth pray for thee.
The last was I that helped thee to the crown. The last was I that felt thy tyranny. Oh, in the battle think on Buckingham, and die in terror of thy guiltiness. Dream on of bloody deeds and death. Fainting, despair, despairing, yield thy breath. Hope, ere I could lend thee aid. But cheer thy heart, and be thou not dismayed. God and good angel fight on Richmond's side, and Richard falls in height of all his pride.
My lord, the early village cock has twice down salutation to morn. Your friends are up and buckle on their armor.
O Catesby, I have dreamed a fearful dream.
No doubt, my lord.
Methought the souls of all I murdered came to my tent, and everyone did threat on the tomorrow's vengeance on the head of Richard.
But come, go with me.
O Catesby, I fear.
By the Apostle Paul, shadows tonight have struck more terror on Richard than the substance of 10,000 soldiers armed in proof and led by shallow Richmond.
How have you slept, my lord?
The sweetest sleep and fairest boding dreams that ever entered in a drowsy head have I had. Methought the souls, whose bodies Richard murdered, came to my tent and cried, "On victory!" I promise you, my soul is very jocund in the remembrance of so fair a dream. How far into the morning is it?
Upon the stroke of 4.
Well then, 'tis time to arm and give direction. God and our good cause fight upon our side. Those whom we fight against had rather have us win than him they follow. And what is he they follow? Truly, gentlemen, a bloody tyrant, God's enemy. And if you fight God's enemy, God will, in justice, reward you as a soldier. Then, in God's name, draw your willing sword. Sound the drums and trumpets boldly and cheerfully. God and St. George, Richmond and victory!
I hear their drums. Fight, gentlemen of England, fight bold yeomen. Draw your archers, draw your arrows to the head. Spur your proud horses hard and ride in blood. What says Lord Stanley? Will he bring his power?
My lord, he doth deny to come.
Off with the son George's head!
My lord, the enemies pass the marsh. After the battle, let George Stanley die.
1,000 hearts are great within my bosom. Advance our standards, set upon our foes. The word for courage, fair St. George, inspire us with spleen fiery dragons. Upon them, victory sits on our helms. Rescue, my lord of Norfolk! Rescue! Rescue! The king enacts more wonders than a man, daring and opposite to every danger. His horse is slain, and on every foot he fights, seeking for Richmond in the throat of death. Rescue, my fair lord, or the day is lost.
A horse, my king afford a horse.
Withdraw, my lord, I'll help you to your horse.
I think there be 6 Richmonds in the field, 5 I've slain today instead of him. A horse, my king afford a horse.
God and your arms be praised, victorious friends. The day is ours. The bloody dog is dead.
Courageous Richmond, well hast thou acquit thee. Lo, here, this long usurped royalty, from the dead temples of that bloody wretch, have I plucked off, to grace thy brows withal. Wear it, enjoy it, and make much of it.
Proclaim a pardon to the soldiers fled, that in submission will return to us. And then, as we have taken the sacrament, we will unite the white rose and the red. Smile, heaven, upon this fair conjunction, that long have found upon their enmity. What traitor hears me and says not amen? England hath long been mad and scarred herself. The brother blindly shed the brother's blood. The father rashly slaughtered his own son. The son compelled been butchered to the sire. All this divided York and Lancaster, divided in their dire division. Oh, now let Richmond and Elizabeth, the two successors of each royal house, by God's fair ordinance, conjoin together, and let their heirs, God, if their will be so, enrich the time to come with smooth-faced peace, with smiling plenty and fair prosperous days. Abate the edge of traitors, gracious Lord, that would reduce these bloody days again, and make poor England weep in streams of blood. Let them not live to taste this land's increase, that would with treason wound this land's fair peace. Now civil wounds are stopped, peace lives again, that it may long live here. God say, Amen.